Hey everyone, Coach Rachel here, and today we are going to do a 10-minute energy boost workout. This workout might be just the type of exercise that you need right now because of how it's going to flow and the exercises that I've put into it. It is meant to help lower your stress and increase performance, both physically and mentally. So you won't need anything other than your body and a little bit of space. We have also provided you with a calm, chill playlist that you can pop on and play at home while we move. And there are no sets and reps. There's no work and rest. I am going to set a timer for 10 minutes so I know when our time is up. But if something feels good, if there's a particular move that feels really good and you want to stay there, go ahead and just catch up as we go. We're gonna start on the floor and work our way up, but I'm also gonna give options to use a chair too. Okay, so I got my water bottle, timer, space. We are ready to go. I do have a surprise for you at the end. Well, it's like a coach surprise, a trainer surprise. So hang out for that because I will need you to comment below once we are done. Okay? So I'm going to hit my timer. Our first exercise is going to be a scapular push-up. It is a subtle motion where you are going to sink into your shoulder blades and then come back out. All right? So if you're doing it on a chair, you're going here and you're sinking into those shoulder blades and coming back out. Now watch too, sometimes when I see people do this, they kind of like try to lower their head. Your head should stay in a line with your body and you're going to sink and come back up. Now if you're going to the ground, we're actually going to do this in a quad position today. So hands under shoulders, knees under hips, and you are going to sink into your shoulder blades and push back out. I love this motion. I'm going to be really mindful because I tend to arch my back, so I'm going to try to do a little bit better about that. I just caught myself doing it. So a nice neutral, flat spine, tabletop, sink into your shoulders and come back out. Especially if you are sitting in front of a screen for most of the day, this will help strengthen your upper back and promote really good posture too. Remember, we're just going to it till it feels good. All right, I think that feels pretty good to me. Next, we are doing some wrist mobility work. If you're doing it, you can do the same thing. You're just going to tip over onto the chair. Otherwise, we're staying in this quad position, getting lined up. And here's what we're going to do. So make sure you can see. We're going to flip hands over here and a little shift right to left. And it's slow, controlled. Oh my gosh, this feels so good. Really subtle shift. We're not trying to break our wrists here. We're trying to make them feel better. You can also do the same thing here, flip them back, and then just a little subtle shift forward and back. Good. It might also feel good to go out this way. And same thing, just a little shift right to left. And if you have the mobility, flip here, and a little shift forward and back. Okay. All right. Next, we are going into a thread the needle with an opener. So if you're going to use the chair, you'll go here, and you're going to reach under and across and open. I don't know if you guys just heard my my hip bob at home. I guess I need this more than I thought. Okay, going down, if we're taking it to the ground, remember doing enough reps where It feels good. So if this is something that feels good to you, keep on going. I tend to lose my mic when I come down here, so I'm just gonna make sure. All right, so if I'm here, I'm stacked, I'm flipping a palm, I'm reaching under, and then I'm gonna open up. You can play with the angles a little bit here too, so instead of going straight, you can reach down and back, and then open. And let your head travel with your hand that's moving, so I'm following it. Good, I'm gonna switch sides here. Reaching across. And coming up. For me, it actually feels good if I reach down and back a little bit more. And up. Still flowing and moving. Good. Okay. Now we're going into a bird dog, but we're sliding our foot today instead of lifting it. So if you're going onto your chair, actually I think let's flip it around, that would work better. You're going to go here, and you're going to reach, slide your foot back, and up to a stand. Reach, and up to a stand. Okay? For those of us still on the floor here, everything's stacked, everything in a line. I'm going to slide that back foot out, reach, come back forward. I want you to think the muscle that is sliding this foot back and forward is your hamstrings and your glutes. Oops, I got a little uncoordinated there. Switching sides. Good. Nice flat back. I just caught myself starting around again. Nice flat back. Okay. From here, if you're using the chair, we are doing fire hydrants. I remember when I was in school to be a trainer, I don't know why, Alice got the giggles. I thought this was a funny move, fire hydrants. Maybe you'll see why. So here's what you're going to do. Bend your knee, flex your ankle, and you're going to bring your hip open and out to the side. Okay? And our next move after this, I'm going to just show you right now, is going to be a donkey kick, which is going to be the same position, but here and coming up. Okay? So if we're on the floor, one second. If we are on the floor, stacked, holding still, flexed our ankles and our feet out to the side and come back in. It's not a huge motion, it's a little lift. Good. We'll switch to the other side. Making sure that you're keeping your head in line with your spine, not coming down here or coming up here. Next move, remember you have the option to go to the chair, is that donkey kick. So here, everything's stacked, and we're going to high five the ceiling with the bottom of our foot. Good. And the other side. Shaking on this one. Okay. Moving along to dive bomber push-up. We are just going to do, the motion is, I want you to think that you're going to sneak under a fence, and then we're not going to sneak back through today. So if you do yoga, think it's kind of a down dog into an up dog, but we're just going to shift our hips back. So if you're going to a chair, here's what it will look like. I'm going to start with my hips back. I'm ooh, my mat's a little slippery. Let's see how this goes. So, like we're gonna sneak under the fence and then push back through. I think I need to fix my placement here. Here we go. Down and hips back. Down and hips back. Okay. If we're going to the floor, I think I got enough room here. We're going, starting high. All right, my feet are slipping a little bit. This might get exciting. So we're going here and coming through. And then back up into that modified down dog. That's what we're going to call it. Sorry, I'm not a yoga instructor. My feet are sliding. I might have to cut this one short. All right. Okay. Now we are finally getting up to a stand. So we have a couple moves to go. This is going to be a sumo squat with a hip lift. So options for the chair. You will squat, stand, and hinge. Get that good stretch. Squat, stand, and tip. All right? Or we are going here as low as you can. Okay? You're going to go into your squat. As I'll say, squat, lift, squat, and stand. So I'm going squat, lift, squat, and stand. Okay, if you can't go down as far, it's fine. You're going to squat, lift, squat, and stand. Okay. We have 2 to go. We are doing a lunge into a figure 4. So this is going to require a little bit of balance. So you might want to use your chair. I might have to just because my floor is a little slippery anyway. But here's what it looks like. You are going to step back into a lunge, come up, and then give your hip a gentle pull. Okay, so lunge, stand, pull. Okay, if balance isn't your thing, absolutely use a chair, because if you break this movement down, this is a balance here, balance, balance. All right, so you're going to do, let's try shoot for 5 each side, just because we are running a little low on time. That figure 4 from the front, think of it looking like the number 4, okay? And you might have a side that is going, I know I'm going to be worse on this side. I'm probably going to have to use the chair. You might have a side that you are a little bit better at, stronger, maybe more coordinated. Okay. All right. We have one last move before that surprise finish. So if you are using a chair on this one, it's going to be a stationary side-to-side lunge. So I'm going to have you just shift weight and come back up to a stand. All right. If you are not using a chair, it's going to be a lunge with an overhead chop. We'll see if this is too slippery. So here's what it looks like. You're going to come out to the side and then up. Not bad. I think I'll be okay as long as I don't go too far. Good. Come down, sit hips back, come up. Come down, hips back, come up. It's really easy. Watch your knee placement here. I don't want it here. I don't want it here. I want your joints stacked on top of each other as you go. Good, we'll do one more each side. All right. Whew. Okay, that is our 10-minute flow. But as promised, we have a surprise ending, which is going to be a plank off. I know, it's so exciting. Surprise! So here's what you're going to do. You're going to decide if you want to hold a plank on a chair, either high on your hands or on your forearms, or go into the ground either on your hands or on your forearms. But we are going to hold as long as you can today with good form. All right? There's no reason anyone needs to be holding a sloppy plank. Okay? So that's the catch. As soon as you see or feel your form start to go, you're out. And here's what we're going to do. Drop your plank hold time in the comments below. I'm feeling a little today, so I'm going to shoot for a minute, and I'm going to be really excited if I get 2. All right? So we'll start there. So you don't need to watch me hold a plank all day because honestly, I probably can't today. Okay? So decide high, low, forearm, hands. I'm going to get my timer set here. And when you finish, even if you are holding longer than me, which I hope you do, drop it in the comments. I'll take pictures and videos too. Okay, so let's get ready. I'm gonna go forearm on the ground. I'm also gonna pop my mic out just in case. Okay. Okay, ready and hold. Remember, your elbows are stacked under your shoulders. You're watching that you're not coming up here. Your hands can be here, they can be here. I'm not going to be too picky about that today since this is a challenge. One straight line, squeezing your booty, squeezing the top of your legs. Everything should be tight. And if you need just a little bit more assistance, just widen your stance a little bit, okay? I'm not gonna lie, this slippery mat is an added challenge. It's giving me just a little bit of instability. Okay, 10 seconds until a minute, so that's not bad. We've made it this far. Okay, 3, 2, 1, that's a minute. I'm gonna try for one more. I'm gonna shoot for one more. We've come this far, I might as well. I absolutely will start shaking. And laughing does not help. Okay, I'm gonna focus here. I hope a really good song came on for you to hold this plank. We've got about 30 seconds until we are at 2 minutes. Keep everything tight. Hang with me. Remember, as soon as that form goes, you are out, friend. Nice. Here comes the shaking. Here comes the shaking, people. Good. We've got about 10 seconds, and I'm going to try to hang in there. Breathing, no breath holding. 5 seconds. Everything's burning. I'm starting to sweat. All right. Whew, that was 2 minutes for me. If you are still holding at home, keep going. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining us today and saying yes to you. Don't forget, we are back every day with different workouts, different playlists, different coaches. Whew. And we'll see you again soon, friends.